Have you ever been in a room full of successful people and thought, I don't belong here? Or maybe you've watched someone walk into an event, or you see their Instagram or their socials, and you see them connecting with the exact type of people that you wish you could connect with. I went from completely broke to making millions with just old school networking. No fancy tech, no complicated systems, just genuine human connection. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how I've done it. It's how I've met Andy Elliott, Alex Hormozi, Sahil Bloom, Iman Gadzhi, and even Gary Vee. Relationships that have completely transformed my business. These connections weren't accidents or luck. They were the result of a specific system that I'm about to share with you. I recently flew to New York to speak to a room of 25 7- and 8-figure entrepreneurs. And these people were already making millions every year. But they still had a specific constraint with their sales and leadership. What I noticed was fascinating. The difference between those making 2 million a year compared to those making 20 million a year, it wasn't their business model, it was their network. In this video, I'm going to break down the exact networking system that millionaires use to build their relationships that print money. I've now trained over 200 plus CEOs of multiple 7- and 8-figure businesses. And these people are successful, they're wealthy, they've got money, but they still ask me how I network and build the connections that I do without a big social media page, without a big YouTube channel, but they'll still ask me, what is the secret? This isn't about collecting business cards or awkward small talk. This is about strategic relationship building that actually drives your revenue. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear step-by-step framework for networking like a kingpin. Even if you're starting from zero, let me show you how. Let's dive into my 4-step process for networking like a millionaire. This framework has been tested with hundreds of businesses, and regardless of your industry or current network size, you can use it. The first mistake most people make is having no idea who they actually want to connect with. They go to events and they try to meet everyone, and they're just a complete waste of time. Instead, you need to be strategic about who you want in your network, and here's how to do it. First, identify your dream list. These could be 20, 30, maybe even 100 people that you want to connect with that can transform your business. Even if you know them or don't know them, this could be potential clients, partners, investors, or even mentors. For example, when I was building my sales consultancy, I made a list of 20 business owners that I knew that were making between $1 and $10 million. They were ahead of me at the time, and then my job was to catch up with them by finding out their knowledge and meeting them and just finding out what do they know that I don't know. Then I identified another list of 10 to 20 influencers in the space who had access to those business owners. And finally, I made a list of 10 to 20 strategic potential partners who could offer complementary services like mine. So if I'm offering sales consulting services, they can offer CRM building, so I can give them some business. And this gave me a clear target to know exactly who I need to connect with, rather than just randomly network with anyone and everyone, which, by the way, is what most people do. The second part to this step is to research those people deeply. Most people just do surface level research, but building a millionaire network, you need to go way deeper. When researching someone I want to connect with, I'll study their network, their podcasts, their content, their articles. I'll research their business history, their current ventures that they're currently on. I'll find common grounds. What kind of values does that person have that I share? I identify current challenges and goals that they might be going through. I look for personal interests and passions, and I'll think of this person here, how can I connect with them? What commonalities do I have with this person? And this research is critical because it allows you to add genuine value when you do connect, which brings us to step 2. The second step to networking like a millionaire is to always lead with value first. This is where most people get it completely wrong. Most people approach a network with a question, oh, what can I get from this person? Millionaire networkers flip this question and think, what can I give this person and how can I give them genuine value? Here's a secret that transformed my networking. Just give relentlessly. Even if it costs you money. I spent thousands on lunches, dinners, coffees, just taking people out for lunch, and never once talked about the bill. I'll just pay it. Money can never be a barrier for building great relationships. When I was starting out, I barely had enough money to pay rent, but I'd still pick up the tab for a coffee when someone wanted to connect with. A $5 coffee might feel expensive in the moment when you don't have a lot of money, but it led to deals worth hundreds of thousands years later. There's 3 types of value that you can offer. Business value. This could be leads, introductions, strategic insights, or solutions to help their business problems. Knowledge value. This is to share expertise, research, or information that they don't already have access to. Personal value. This includes things like emotional support, friendships, connections, and personal interests. You just gotta remember, everyone's human. They also need personal support, no matter how big or famous they are. Let me give you an example when I wanted to connect with a particular business owner who was running a 7-figure agency. I noticed in my research that he was struggling with sales team performance. Instead of asking for a meeting, I created a custom audit, mystery shopped all of his business, and created a sales process that he could benefit from, and I sent it over to him with no strings attached via email, going through everything as an expert. The result, he replied within hours saying, "Can we jump onto a call?" That relationship now has generated me over $200,000 in business. Another approach I like to use is gifting yourself to the top. This is where you can strategically give gifts to create reciprocity. For example, I'll often send books to people I connect with, but not just any book. I'll send the book that addresses their specific challenge that they're facing, with notes that will highlight the most relevant sections for them. And this approach works because it demonstrates that you've done your homework and you're genuinely interested in helping them succeed. Remember, in networking, the person who gives first wins, but giving has to be strategic and aligned with what the other person actually values. The third step is mastering a critical first impression, whether that's an email, social media message, or an in-person meeting. How you show up initially sets the tone for the entire relationship. I can tell you this, most people these days don't even know how to meet someone and shake their hands and look them into the eye. Here's my framework for the most powerful first impression. First, be authentic. Don't try to be someone you're not. If you're naturally more reserved, don't suddenly try to be the life of the party. Authenticity is what builds trust, and trust is the foundation of a valuable relationship. Second, demonstrate competence quickly. Within the first few minutes of any interaction, you should be subtly establishing your credibility, not just bragging, but asking insightful questions and sharing relevant experiences. For example, when I recently met someone new, I said to them, "I noticed recently that your company shifted its pricing model. We did something similar last year and I saw a 30% increase in lifetime value. What kind of results are you seeing so far?" This demonstrates competence without being obnoxious about it. Third, find common ground. People connect with people who are similar to them. This could be shared with experiences, values, interests, or even challenges. When I went to that event in New York, I connected with one of the speakers by him mentioning that we both grew up in a similar circumstances. That similar connection led us to a much deeper conversation later about growing up poor and then having a bit more money to spend now compared to how we saw life in our early years. Here's a game-changing tip. Don't introduce yourself. Introduce your mission. When someone asks you, "What do you do?" don't say, "I'm a sales consultant." Instead, say something like, "I'm on a mission to transform as many businesses and change how CEOs build and grow their sales teams." This approach instantly communicates that you have a big vision and it attracts people who resonate with that mission. It's magnetic. In a way, your job title just doesn't really matter, but what you're trying to accomplish, that big vision, is super attractive. Finally, be memorable. Most people blend into the background. To network like a millionaire, you need to stand out in a positive way. This doesn't mean wearing a crazy outfit or being the loudest person in the room. It means having a clear hook that makes people remember you. For me, it's about being the guy who builds elite level sales teams and being an amazing leader. But ask yourself, what's your hook? The fourth step is to build relationships systematically. Millionaire networkers don't leave relationship building to chance. They have systems. Here's my system for nurturing relationships. First, I use what I call a 3-2-1 follow-up method. After meeting someone valuable, within 3 hours, I send them a personalized message referencing our conversation. Within 2 days, I send them something valuable related to what we've discussed. Within 1 week, I make a specific request suggesting on how we might be able to help each other. This structured approach ensures that I don't let valuable connections slip through the cracks. Second, I categorize my network into 3 tiers. Tier 1, inner circle. These are your core people that you can connect with all the time, every week. Tier 2, important connections. These are people that you'll touch base with them monthly or every so often. And Tier 3, valuable contacts. And these could be hundreds of people, but you connect with them every quarter or every so often. For each tier, I have a different type of touch point. Tier 1, it might be a phone call or a meeting. Tier 2, perhaps a personalized message or a voice note, something quick. Tier 3 may be more of a thoughtful comment on their social media or a relevant article that I share with them. You see, you can't spend time with everyone, but when you categorize people, you'll know which ones to spend the most amount of time with. I track all of this simply in my CRM system that never lets anyone fall through the cracks. So I'm always ensuring that I never forget anyone. Third, I create relationship accelerators. These are experiences that deepen connections faster than normal interactions. For example, instead of having a coffee with someone, I might invite them to having a boxing session with me. That way, we're literally punching each other, but you build a way deeper connection. When I do a video with them or I do some content with them, it's not just that we met for a coffee, it's that we went for an experience together. And when you're in a controlled environment, punching each other, going to the gym together, encouraging each other, you build a way deeper relationship. Other relationship accelerators include inviting people to events. I recently hosted a small intimate dinner at my house where I got a private chef and I invited 4 people and they all networked and got to know each other, and they now had made relationships through me, and they now will link that relationship and that value that they received through others to me because I'm the one that introduced them. The key is to move beyond surface level interactions and is to create genuine connections. If you genuinely help everyone that you meet, your reputation will grow. And in your business, your reputation as a person is everything. I've made millions from making so many different connections on so many different platforms, in person, online, but nothing beats meeting someone in person and leaving a lasting impression with them. Now that we've covered the 4-step framework, let me talk about some common networking mistakes that most people make that keep them poor. The first mistake is treating the network like a transaction rather than a genuine relationship. If you approach every interaction thinking, what can I get from this person? It shows, and that person will see it and they'll want to repel away from you, and you'll just never connect with the right people. Instead, focus on building genuine relationships first. The business opportunities will just follow naturally. The second mistake is not being consistent. Networking isn't about doing something for once or doing a one-off event. It's about doing something through every day, something small, consistently. You just got that giving energy about you, and people will recognize and see you're giving to others, not just them. I spend at least 30 minutes every day nurturing my network in some way. Messages, introductions, sharing valuable content. I'm just always out there helping others. How can I help others? Because your reputation and brand will grow that way. The third mistake is focusing on quantity over quality. Having 5,000 LinkedIn connections, all these Facebook and Instagram followers, thinking that's how you grow a network. That's not how you grow deep connections. I'd rather have 50 deep, meaningful conversations than 5,000 surface level conversations. Right now, my Instagram has around 4,000 followers and a successful business behind it. And why is that? It's because I have this way of thinking, and you'd rather have the money rather than just a bunch of bots or random followers. The fourth mistake is not having a clear value proposition. When people ask, what do? Your answer should be clear, compelling, and focused on the value that you can create for others. Instead of saying I'm a sales consultant, I'll say I help businesses and CEOs grow their revenue by fixing their sales teams. The final mistake is not by leveraging your existing network. Most people are constantly looking for new connections, but they haven't fully activated their current network. They haven't fully spoken to everyone that they already know, and they're out there looking for more. And they just burn relationships all the time. Before you meet someone new, ask yourself, have I fully leveraged my current relationships? Often, the opportunities that you're looking for are just one introduction away, and someone in your network could be that key person. Let's wrap this up with some practical next steps that you can take away to start networking like a millionaire. First, create a strategic networking list. Identify the 20 people who could transform your business if you knew them. Second, research the first 10 people on that list deeply. Find specific ways that you could add value to each of them. Third, reach out to 3 people from your existing network who you haven't spoken to in a while. Ask them how they're doing and see if there's any way that you could support them. Fourth, create a simple CRM system to track your networking efforts. This could be a basic spreadsheet with names, contact information, last touch points, and next steps. The fifth thing you need to do is to block 30 minutes on your calendar every day for networking, nurturing activities. You can put this as an outreach activity every day. The sixth thing you need to do is to identify an upcoming event where you could go and connect with valuable people. create a strategy for making the most out of it. And seventh, review your social media profiles. Ensure that they all clearly communicate the mission and big vision, not just your job title. These 7 steps, done consistently, will begin to transform your networking and by extension, your net worth. Networking like a millionaire isn't about getting the most charismatic person in the room or having the fanciest business card. It's about being strategic, adding genuine value, and building relationships systematically. And genuine relationships that last not a month or a year, but 10 years. Remember to use our 4-step framework that I shared earlier in the video, which was to identify strategic network, lead with massive value, master the first impression, and build relationships systematically. And never forget these core principles. Don't introduce yourself, introduce your mission. Just give relentlessly, even if it costs you money. If you genuinely help everyone, your reputation will grow, and money should never be the barrier of building great relationships. If you implement these frameworks consistently, I guarantee your network and your net worth will grow exponentially. And now I'd love to hear from you. What's your biggest challenge? Can you relate to my story where I grew up super poor, didn't know anyone, and now I know so many millionaires? So if I ever struggle, if I need help on anything with my business, I can call them, ask for advice. If I need a specific tip in a certain area, I've got experts in all of those areas simply because I built my network. If there's something that you've taken away from this video, comment, like, subscribe, tell us what kind of content you want to see from me in the future. I'll catch you on the next one.